Diagwiv, good people of the world, good people of Era, Donegal and Shop. Dennis here. Today is Tuesday. Had Murlock on last night. Today is Tuesday, the 5th of March 2024. Just thought I'd come on and do a little bit of content. Trying to do something at 7 o'clock in the evening just to keep the voice going. Just to keep the voice going and keep speaking out on what I see and what I feel this moment in history. So we'll give a little bit of time for people to come into the room. I may play a video or two. I think I have 2 or 3 short ones. But yeah, Murlock's chat last night, and I'm sure I'm open to having many conversations as we move forward. But just let me emphasize to people who are watching the independent talk, I'd like to thank you for watching it. The views aren't bad, and I'll keep doing it. I've been encouraged to do it by a few people. So yeah, I'm going to keep talking independently and just putting it out there to the universe, and that's really it. Sharing out the love, and that's really it, folks. That's all I can do, I suppose, is keep speaking and keep sharing it out. Facebook blocked me out again today, so I don't know if I share this one out tonight on Facebook. But if you come across it and you enjoy the content, please do share it out. But back to what I was saying, I'm not suggesting or telling anybody they should deregister. Just let me get that straight. I'm still sitting on that one myself. I have to have more conversations with Murlock as well, But just I wanted to emphasize that I'm not suggesting people do that just yet. I don't believe it's a purposeful enough thing to do. I just hate to think that. And I think there is a slight case of it, that when people do deregister, that's pretty much it. They just sit back and say deregister. There's nothing created out of it, or nothing to be built upon. No movement of people. And you have to remember as well that the people who are out doing their activism and doing their thing, they are in that system, and they are putting lots of effort in. And some people don't believe deregistering is the way to go, and some people do. Me, I'm still kind of, as Murlock says last night, I am, I suppose, on the fence a little bit. Just discussing the option of it with Murlock last night, and for people who like to watch these videos and the content and the conversations. I'm sure, as I said, we'll have many more, but I just wanted to come on and reflect upon it tonight. And that's really it. Just to let people know that I'm an independent man, and I'm not aligned to any groups or parties or committees or societies or any of that stuff. I like to be independent, and I'm not suggesting or telling people what they should do. What I feel is we need a people's movement of Irish people and allies, foreign allies, to take down this state. That's my belief. I don't know if we can do it, but that's what I feel we need, a movement outside of politics. So I'll play a video here, and maybe 1 or 2 people will come into the room and leave a comment or ask a question. And we'll just keep going, yeah?
Hey, Roderick O'Gorman, can I ask you why you deleted the files?
Have you got anything to say about deleting the files involving the abuse of young children?
Come on, Roderick.
What have you got to say about ideal care?
What about Jossie? Did Jossie, any of the children go missing out Jossie's home? Did any of the children go missing out Jossie's home? Can you answer that question, Roderick?
You invited people along to different languages over here, Roderick. You know what to say? You need to resign. You're the most dangerous man in Ireland. Don't put your hands on me.
Gavin, get out of the way.
You're the most dangerous man in Ireland.
Come on, that's enough. That's enough. The children, come on.
You need to resign. The people of Ireland don't like you. You need to resign, Roderick O'Gorman.
Resign, Roderick. Resign, Roderick.
have to say I like that. I enjoy that. And I think it's up to more and more people to do that stuff. You know, question these people in these positions. Let me just minimize the screen because the colour gets a bit bright when it's in the small screen. Yeah, so that's it. It's a bit red. But 7 o'clock on a Wednesday is the plan. But I may come on other nights at 7 as well. Just do what I do and share it out. And that's really it, folks. And other than that, I send you my love. And yeah, keep fighting a good fight. And we'll see where we meet again. Another video. Doesn't seem to be anybody in the room tonight, so maybe a short one. But we'll play the videos anyway. But as I said, I'm not encouraging you to deregister. It wouldn't be something I would say just yet. I think there is lots that movement can do. But I think it can be damaging to say deregister and then just do nothing really about it other than deregistering while the system marches on. I know it's all about being not complying to the system and stuff like that and not being complicit to it. But the fact is the system exists, and the fact is our people are in that system, and the fact is our people are suffering within that system. So yeah, that's where I'm at within the deregister, and I don't know if there's a movement behind it. I don't know if there's enough to it. As we were discussing last night, you can't get the numbers, you can't get the information. The government aren't going to come out and say, oh, this many people have deregistered, we have to resign. So I think it's I wouldn't be suggesting it just yet. That's just my personal feeling on things. As I said last night, Murlock said I was probably sitting on the fence, and I am, I suppose. I'm still trying to figure these things out. So again, I'm not suggesting that anybody goes and deregisters just yet. In fact, I think if you have a vote in the upcoming elections or referendums, you should use it. And I know Murlock said that as well. Because my fear is that if people deregister, the government aren't going to fall. They're not going to give you the information, and they just have more people who are within the electorate who are supporters of them or complicit to them. So the system, I believe, needs to be stopped by the Irish nation. And I don't know if deregistering is enough to do that. Could be a campaign behind it though. Could be part of a people's movement, because there's so many opinions that this is where we fall down as activists, as patriots in this country. This is where we fall down. We find ourselves on an opinion, and then everybody else is wrong. And I believe the state is rotten to the core, and I believe the people that are deregistered truly see that it is rotten to the core. But I believe to just deregister isn't enough. So that's why I'm saying to you, I would rather see you, even if you were to deregister or register, I would rather see you out and about in your own town or village or around your own people, spreading the message of how corrupt the state is and it must fall, and trying to help people. Lots of our people need help. And that's all I can really say to you. If you can, if you're in a position to help our people, please do. Don't be one of those people who lands on an idea or a belief and then just starts shouting from the pulpit that that's the way. And there is a lot of that. And I think there is an element of that to the deregister thing. It's not really a campaign, you see. That's what I'd be trying to encourage a people's movement of people who have different opinions. Not everybody has to fall in line. Not everybody has to pick a side. Not everybody has to do as they're told. But is the state rotten to the core? Yeah, I believe so. I believe the deregister heads and Murlock see that 100%. And as I said, I will have more conversations with whoever wants to have conversations. That's what I'm here for. A bit of self-therapy and just to speak openly and honestly about how I see things. And if anybody wants to come on and have a bit of a debate, that's good. You're more than welcome. So that's an open invite to anybody that I know, or anybody I don't know really. If you want to discuss something, you're more than welcome to come in. and we can bash our brains together and see how it goes. See how we can be a positive to our people in this battle, because that's what it is. It is a battle. So yeah, again, I'm not telling you to deregister, not yet. I don't believe it's the answer to take the system down. I don't think it's enough to just take your name off the electorate. I really don't. And then to shout at people who are active, who are fighting for our people within the political domain, that they're wrong. It's a waste of time they're feeding it. And they are, to a certain extent. You know, this is the conundrum. Can we find a movement of people who believe that the state needs to fall and just amplify that? That's what I'm here for. And that's my message, I suppose. So I'll try and play another video here. And if anybody wants to leave a comment or a topic or a question or a suggestion or to promote something that's happening, please drop it in the comments and I'll give it a shout out or address the issue that you want addressed, or speak about it, you know. So yeah, that's really it. I'll play another video, then I'll do a bit more waffling.
Enemy.
So how long are you in the country?
I've been here since January 27 last year. If I say I should start telling you my story, it's long.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Why are you in this country?
I came to you. If you give me the permission to, one Nigerian person was asking me yesterday, I tell him, don't ask me questions. He said, no, tell me.
No, do you know what? I'm just going to cut.
Okay, no, I want
No, I'm going to cut it short. We don't want that here.
Yeah, but I want
Listen,
to
tomorrow, that's gone.
It's okay.
No, listen to me. It's gone tomorrow.
It's okay.
No, nothing's okay. Listen to me, okay? We're going to tell you now. That has to go tomorrow.
It's okay, my brother. No problem.
I'm not your brother, by the way, okay?
It's okay.
Listen.
Okay, you are my enemy?
Listen, no, not your enemy. I'm not your friend, okay?
It's okay.
But at the end of the day, right, we don't know who you are, right?
You want me to tell you? You want me to tell you who I am?
For you living in a tent explains to me exactly who you are.
God bless you.
Yeah.
Okay, let me explain
Right.
to you. Let me explain to you now. You know, so that I'm not happy as I'm here.
I'm not happy either.
Yeah,
Listen, we have children, we have women around here,
Thank
okay?
you.
Yeah, so why are you in Ireland? Okay, now
Thank
tell
you.
me, why are you in Ireland and living in a tent?
Okay.
Nothing could be as bad as living in a
Okay,
tent in Ireland,
okay.
yeah?
I came to Ireland January 27 last year. So as I came, I went to International Protection Office.
Right, why?
They give me, I tell them my story.
And what's your story?
Yeah, that they are chasing me in my country. They want to kill me. Yeah.
Why did you want to chase you in your country?
Huh?
Why?
It's because of
Have you a criminal record?
no criminal record.
So why are they chasing you then?
It's a big problem. I
No,
love it.
listen,
It's not so happy here now.
listen. There's problems all over the country.
Okay, the
But here,
problem-
Nigeria is big.
The problem is
Nigeria is big.
Let me just cut the long story short.
Here, is there a direct flight to Ireland from Nigeria?
Yeah, let me.
Or did you go through France?
Okay, I went from Nigeria to London.
So London.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
why didn't
yeah.
you stay in London?
Yeah, my plan was to stay in London.
Right,
But
and
I tried to look for international protection.
right. So
office.
is
I
people
could not-
chasing you in London?
No.
So why did you come to Ireland?
Yeah, I could not. I don't know how to seek asylum in London.
Bullshit.
So,
That's the
yeah,
worst excuse I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, I'm telling you the truth. So
No,
I
listen,
pressed
how
my
do-
internet. Wait, now I pressed my phone. I checked my internet. How to seek asylum in London or
Yeah.
Dublin. I find Dublin Road was easy for me. I have to take the flight from UK to Gatwick. From Gatwick,
Where are you from?
UK to Gatwick. From Gatwick Airport to
Dublin.
Belfast.
So Belfast.
Yeah.
So you came down illegally.
Yeah, yes, I'm telling you.
So you're coming illegally.
From Belfast, I take a bus to Dublin. What I did, I went to International Protection Office.
So that's a long trip for someone that's been chased in Nigeria. So why couldn't you go into a neighbouring country in Africa? Why did you need to go to London?
Thank you very
Then it wasn't happy in London. You need to go then.
What you said now made me remember. I was in Ghana.
Right.
I was in Ghana. I was in this.
Oh, so you're in Ghana.
Yeah, I was.
So you went from Nigeria to Ghana.
Yeah, I was even still in Niger.
So
I've seen
do
many
you
things.
usually cause trouble in every country you go into?
As you see me, I don't. if you see somebody who don't make friends, you know that person don't want
Yeah, but
trouble.
so you mustn't make friends anywhere you go, because you seem to go everywhere.
Look, let me tell you what's happened here now. When they gave me asylum, the government gave me accommodation. They give me free food. Till now, they still give me €38 weekly. So now...
So where are you collecting social welfare?
In Clondalkin.
Dorky.
Clondalkin.
So why are you in Finglas?
Thank you. That's they put me in a room. The government gave me a room with other 12 Nigerians.
Yeah.
That room, they were fighting me.
They're fighting you?
They were fighting
So
me.
you seem to have a problem everywhere you go.
After they were fighting me, security changed me to another room again.
Right.
Where there was Nigeria. That Nigeria, along the line, if I... Now, coming from work, I work in Glamour Food here.
Yeah.
I'm coming from work, I pay my tax.
I don't...
Yeah, they put me in another room where there is...
So you're walking, but you're still in accommodation. So, do you not think that's not good for us? You're coming to our country, okay?
Yes.
Getting free housing, right? At the time, right?
You know, it's step by step. They haven't. See, let me tell you now, for you to know, it's not good.
No.
Now, even the security in my hostel drove me out. Not even the government.
So I don't think you're from Nigeria.
I'm from Nigeria. I'm from Benin City, Nigeria. Even not only you. So when I was in Italy.
Oh, so you're in Italy as well?
It's a long story.
Oh, do you know what? You're fucking full of shit, okay? You are full of shit. Right? You seem to be swapping and changing your story. You're going from here there. So you're in Ghana, you're in France, you're in London, you're in Italy.
You don't understand
right?
me.
You collect your social welfare in Clondalkin.
I don't need. I have energy to work. I don't even. Social welfare is not my problem. €38 with that cannot get accommodation with that. Wait, I was in Italy 2000 from Nigeria 2014, Libya, Agadez. I followed the sea to Italy. After Italy, so many problems.
Yeah, so many problems. So every country you go into, you have a problem.
Yeah, let me tell you now. And the problem is even my own fellow.
Were you ever in prison?
My fellow, I've never been in prison in my life.
Never.
It's even my own fellow Nigeria people that is giving me problem. I have to. My mom started disturbing.
So what? Yeah, listen.
That's a clip I came across today. How are you, Alan? How are you, brother? I hope you're well. I'd like to thank you personally for the nice words recently. So yeah, this is the space I'm gonna try and do it up a little bit, get it looking a bit better and get the sound a bit better. But yeah, gonna keep going, brother. I'm gonna keep speaking honestly and openly, and hopefully that will attract myself and yourself to more and more good people, and that's it. I suppose we want to spread goodness in this time. There's enough badness going around, so we need to find the good people. And I think you might have seen, if you watched last night's stream, Paddy Bullman, and a couple of people seem to know Paddy in the comments. So if you know Paddy, I don't think I have his number. No, I know I don't have his number. If you know him, give him a shout and ask somebody like to come on and have a little chat about how he's feeling. Because I resonated with that a bit as well, you know, the talk. So amount of talking we've done over the past few years, so amount of energy we've put into it, and we haven't really seemed to create a people's movement at all. We've seemed to create lots of political entities, but no people's movement, and to me that's quite sad. So yeah, we keep marching on, and hopefully. I think I have one more video here. I'm not always going to stay long on the lives. Just going to come on and do what I have to do and send it out. So they won't always be long. But Wednesday will be the one where I'll come on definitely at 7. Although tomorrow is Wednesday. So probably a very short one tomorrow. But you know yourself, as I said, 7 o'clock on here. Try to build something for people to sit down and watch and digest. That is transparent. It's open. Think of it as a national assembly. This space is for people to come in. People who see that the state is corrupt and rotten to the core and want to see the state pulled down. That's who I'm trying to attract to, and different groups who feel that way. And that's why I was speaking with Murlock about the deregistering stuff, because I see the beauty in it. I know lots of people don't understand it. I would be fearful that it's not enough it's just kind of like, to me, it's like making a statement and then taking the higher ground and then talking down to people and saying, actually, you're part of it, but not really doing anything, and never knowing when you hit that limit where you can get enough people to deregister. The government then going to tell you this, you can't get the figures. So I suppose from a personal level, as an individual, it's probably a good thing for yourself. I definitely see that. But I see me brothers and sisters still living in that system. And while I would love to turn me back on it, I can't let it operate without competition. And I know that could be feeding it as well, but I don't think it's enough to deregister and then that's it. Because what has deregistering done for our people the last few years? And I know there are a few people deregistered, so if you want to drop a comment or reach out to me and tell me what the pros are. What are the pros and cons of this? To me, I understand the pros of it in terms of the contract and the individual stepping away from it. But what's beyond that? Do you know what I mean? Try one more video. I have one more. So this fella is a chap called James Reynolds, I think. I think he's running with the Irish Freedom Party or somebody like that. Seen a few of his videos and I like his vibe. And I was on the steps of the Custom House on March the 5th checking out all these future politicians, and this man had something about him. I liked the vibe coming off him. So I haven't seen this video yet, but I'll play it because his stuff is usually it's good to watch, good to learn, good to listen, good to pay attention.
I'm going to give you a little lesson in economics, but I'm not much of a drawer and I don't have enough crayons to explain it to government, so I'll do it with sheep. Right, it's winter time. We'll call it a recession, okay? See, grass is bare. Grass is fierce bare. There's the sheep. We'll call them the population, do you know, right? There's the bales, right? There's the bales. We'll call that fiscal stimulus, right? You give that out when the grass is bare, you know. There's the sheep there eating, you know, the old fiscal stimulus. We're in a recession now, by the way. You can lie about it if you want, but we are, right? So I have so many sheep, population, and I have so many bales, fiscal stimulus, okay? Now, what would be a really bad idea is if all the fucking neighbour sheep landed here and I started feeding them as well, because then I'd run out of fiscal stimulus. I know Fine Gael and Fianna Fáil have a hard time getting their head around this, but, you know, someone is going to have to sit them down and give them the crayons. They'll figure it out, eventually. Might take a month or two, but they'll figure it out.
You don't need to do register by yourself, animal. The government are kicking you off to register, and that man last night is helping them out. Yeah, that's interesting, Al, and that's why I've never done that. That's 100% why I've never done it, because I do believe that the people who see how bad it is to deregister and then just turn the back on it, I think that's quite selfish. Do you know what I mean? Because lots and lots of people have been very active over the past few years, and people who are from the deregister side of things would, you know, more or less just comment on people's activism or people's videos saying deregister, but not really doing anything to help other than that. So that's why I was trying to speak to him. That's why we had the gatherings at the Mansion House and Leinster House to try and get Irish nationals and allies who oppose the state, who don't always agree. Don't need to agree. You just need to agree that the state is rotten to the core. And then beyond that, we can move forward. But not many people are attracted to it. So none of the people from the deregister world came either. So that's a bit a snapshot of things, you know. I don't want to be part of a movement that just stands on the pulpit and tells people what to do, and then in reality not do anything, just observe and criticize and condemn and tell people they're wrong. That's not for me, you know. We're all the people, so we have to be open to the whole lot of us, even those we don't necessarily agree with. But I do think that Murlock is very much on the wavelength that the state is rotten to the core, and that's the first thing that you will notice from speaking to the man. I know you think you may be helping them out, and it's an interesting topic that if anybody wants to, I suppose, ask a question or get in touch with me and ask me to ask more of a question the next time I'm talking with them, you're more than welcome to do that. We're all more than welcome to speak, and we'll, I suppose, use this portal as a space that's open for people to speak. We tried to do it on the Telegram group, Stanway Air Telegram group, but it just becomes a Dropbox. So we could try and use this portal, try and connect with some people who feel similar. But enough talk, and I don't believe it's good enough to do nothing. But yeah, I think you have the answer. I don't think that's good enough. I think it's you get out of jail card as well. I think it's a bit selfish, but I understand the message behind it, and I think there could be a movement behind the revoking and the rescinding and repudiating the state and the contract. There could be a movement behind that. The people not complying and telling them so and getting it done properly by a people's movement. It's only a small minority of people that run things, you know. There's not many in Fine Gael and Fianna Fáil. It's only like 20,000 members in each, so they're just tuned in and they just concentrate and put effort into their thing and organise. And as of yet, there is no people's movement doing that. You know, just people talking about it. And I was messaging a friend of mine today who does an awful lot of letter writing, lots of pressing charges against people. Gabriel Martin is his name. He's the People's Party, and he you know, has a paper trail there of pressing charges against different individuals and logging the charges and pressing criminal charges and notifying the police, and it's a lot of work. And he was saying to me, yeah, it's okay for the live streamers, you know, they just go on and recite information that we already know, and there's an element of truth to that. But he's actually, you know, trying to lay the paper trail for when the time comes, you know, to have put people on notice and made the claim of the criminal charges, like I have with the HSE, which is not being investigated by the HSE or the Gardaí. So there's a lot of cover-ups and stuff going on. So yeah, I hope I get Gabriel on sometime for a chat. But I'm not going to pick one thing and just shout from the pulpit that this is the answer, because new information arrives and people have different information, and it's not, I believe it's not about we falling into, with the age of social media, everybody wants to be right, and everybody, you know, there's this thing of making everybody else that doesn't think the way you are, you're stupid or you're wrong. And I just think there's lots of information for people to digest. But I think we can get to the point that the political system is rotten to the core, and all the tentacles of the state are rotten to the core, and new political entities are just going to drag it out on the long finger. And I do believe we need a people's movement, and I believe if we don't have it soon, we're in big trouble. We pass on this island to the next generation, and already they're leaving in their droves. So we're not doing too good a job, and we need to snap out of it and stop bickering online. As I said, we had a few gatherings, wasn't much uptake on it, but we still keep rocking on and hopefully get through to people. You know, there's many issues caused by the state, and many opinions and ideas and solutions that people are offering forward. But we are all the one people, even if some people don't realise that. And I think I'll leave it at that tonight. Again, I'm not telling you to deregister. I was just discussing it with Murlock. I'm on the fence myself. And maybe Murlock will come on again. But as I was saying, 7 o'clock Wednesdays for definite. But keep an eye on 7 o'clock and share these out if you want to. And I'll talk to you soon. Much love to you if you're watching live or after. And Alan, enjoy the rest of your evening, brother. Quite a stream tonight, but it's still there. It's in the universe. Be good, brother. Ihua, people. Ihua.